Load shedding. On today's episode, I want to dive into the concept of load shedding, when it began, the current problems, the supporting evidence, and give you perspective on some of the industries that you might not have thought about that will get your angry juices going even more, and a possible solution. Hope you enjoy this episode, and I love the fact that you decided to spend some time with us. Let's get into it. Next to me, as always, Anna-Marie Meyer. Welcome to the show, and let's get into some load shedding.
Thank you so much.
Load shedding actually started in 2008. That was the first time we experienced load shedding.
Oh, nice.
Yes, okay. 2008. So it's been here a while. But now, the problem is, you are just experiencing load shedding in real life. You're at work, you're at home, Eskom switches the lights off. I have to deal with this 2 hours of, not being able to use my Wi-Fi, use my technology, not being able to cook, not being able to perhaps take a hot bath because we switch our geysers on and off. But the deeper impact of load shedding is food industry, IT industry. Our workforce, our actual GDP is lowering because of load shedding, loss of business. Poultry industry. The poultry industry.
Yes.
And we in South Africa, with our food prices, we are dependent on chicken. We love chicken. And comparing chicken to beef, we consume a lot more chicken as a source of protein. The poultry industry is under severe pressure, where there's an actual shortage of 10 million chicks by companies like KFC, wholesalers, retailers, 10 million.
But now, very recently, KFC actually closed their doors for a week or a couple of days. I don't even know how long. Where they said, due to load shedding, they're going to close down. It was only for a couple of days. But it's silly. Can you imagine the amount of loss they made? But thinking back a couple of years ago, we had to extend our office at the main branch due to the fact of load shedding. Because every time we've got load shedding, I had to recall all the F&Is back to one branch where we had a generator at that point of time, or the open laptop. So it was this whole arrangement, quickly get all the laptops up, make sure there's a phone, make sure that we've got a hotspot. And I can still remember those days. Now we started to gear ourselves. But why do we need to do this? So we take it in our own hands, but we still don't stand together. And that's a problem to me.
It's a big problem. Look at the manufacturing industry. I'm going to read something here. There's an index called the PMI. Now, PMI stands for Purchasing Managers Index. Anything above 50 is a result of an economy that's growing, GDP growing. Now, in the last 4 months, we went down from 49.5, which means we are steadily declining. Because of the stage 6 and stage 8 threats, stage 10 threats, we've gone down to 45.2, which means we are on a 5% decline of our GDP in terms of the manufacturing side of our economy.
And it's due to load shedding.
Due to load shedding.
But yesterday, in a discussion with one of the major banks, and this actually, and it wasn't supposed to come as a shock. It's something that we can just all imagine. If we run into a load shedding like this, the banks, the ATMs, you won't be able to draw your cash. So you don't have money to spend. Shopping centers closing down, or not shops closing down. The food industry. So this is a major issue. It's not only your household that's got a problem and you're stuck without electricity for a while, but it's the businesses around us and our money, our banks closing down for that period. And I'm worried about that. That is, when they said it, I went stone cold. I thought, okay, we're worried about the small businesses. We're worried about insurance companies taking a loss. We're worried about insurance companies not only on road accidents with robots being out, but on power surges. And we've seen it in our industry, how the people just start trying to make plans to stay afloat.
So, here's my final thoughts. and hopefully the right people see this message. As a proud South African, I would love the people that we've elected in power to stop walking on eggshells and tiptoeing around the subject. Somebody needs to come and say, here's where we are. Okay. Give us clear indications and KPIs that they need to stick to. So for the next 24, 36 months, buckle down. It's going to be a rough ride. We're going to experience this level of load shedding. But here's what we're doing to counter that. This is the plans that we've got in place, and these are the people responsible. These are the people responsible to execute the plan. So we are busy with major maintenance, which will give us X amount of megawatts. We are busy with a new build right here, which we've borrowed money from this person, or this country, or this economy, to build a new power station that will take X amount of years. So if you buckle down for the next 18, 24, 36 months and ride this wave, then businesses can plan for it. Because currently, we are very reactive. And I mean, that is not the way I want to live
We're in the dark.
In a capitalistic environment, being reactive. I want to be proactive. So proactive means bring up the bad news, put them on the table. This is where we are for the next couple of months. This is the plans that we have in place. These are the responsible parties, and you can hold us accountable to that. So until then, you will live with load shedding. It's not going away. Be a leader. You know, have some, for lack of better words, have some balls. Come up and say, this is where we are. This is what we're doing about it. These are the people responsible. And if you, who have selected us, given us the power, you've elected us in power, entrust us with this problem. This is how we're going to solve it. And most importantly, this is how long it will take. Then you win my vote again.
I agree, because I would love to stop watching an app every day of my life, checking. But if you tell me this is the storm, this is where we're heading, I can make a plan.
100%.
But no, I can't plan ahead. You register to go and get a learner's license. It's 2 weeks in advance or a week in advance.
You can't, because there's no
So you get there,
power.
you sit there from 8 to 12. At 12 you go and the power fail. And then you need to leave.
It affects the whole value chain.
So the own government gets affected. So it's not only us.
The whole value chain is affected. But somebody needs to come up and say, this is the plan, this is how long it will take. Most importantly, these are 5 or 8 individuals that are responsible for this silo of the plan. And then we can hold them accountable, because at the end of the day, it's taxpayers' money.
It is.
It's spent this way, and this is the outcome in this amount of time. Short and sweet.
I fully agree with you.
If you guys do too, please leave us a comment and the like button. Use it, please hit it, and then.
And please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell.
Thank you very much. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.